Hi friends, Sarah here with The Holy Mess, and this is the Weight Watchers Success Series. And today's video, let's talk about how to plan ahead for healthy food so that you can lose weight. And I want to encourage you that you can do this. You can get to your goal weight and you can stay there. I know that when I was over 100 pounds heavier, it felt almost impossible. There was no way it felt like to me that I could ever lose that much weight and keep it off. But I'm here to tell you, you can do it. I've done it, and that means you can do it too. It really is possible. All right, the truth is, if you want to lose weight and keep it off, planning ahead is super important. I think we all know that when you've planned ahead for healthy meals, you're so much more likely to be successful. When you've planned ahead for healthy snacks, you're so much more likely to eat those and stay on track. When you've planned ahead for what points you're going to eat, you know that the reality is you will be successful with following through on your plans. If you hope to just wing it and hopefully stay within your points for the day, what's the likelihood that that's going to happen? Maybe, but maybe not. My approach to how I manage my food, plan ahead for my food is so different now than what it was in the past when I was over 100 pounds heavier. When I was 100 pounds heavier, I just ate whatever was in the house, what was in front of me, what sounded good, what I was craving. Now I'm continually planning ahead. Now, if you're one of those people who says, I just really don't like to plan ahead, that's not me, that's not my style, what I would say to you is, how well is what you're doing right now working for you? And my guess is if you're watching this video, maybe it's not working so well for you. And I know that that's a little bit of tough love, but that's the reality. If you want to lose weight, you're going to have to do some things differently, and you're going to have to shift your priorities. We all have different things that are priorities for us. And I know you have a lot going on in your life. I know you're busy. I know you might be going through a stressful time. But I get it. I have all those things that have happened in my life too. And in order to maintain my weight, I've still had to make healthy food a priority. So I know it's tough. I know it might go a little bit against your personality, but I also know that you can do it. And if you want to lose weight, and I think you do because you're watching this video, you're going to have to make it a priority. You're going to have to make planning ahead in some form or fashion part of your life. Okay, that's a little bit of the tough love. Now let's get into the fun stuff, how to actually do this. Well, one of the first things that you absolutely have to make a priority and plan ahead is some type of meal plan. What are you going to eat for your meals for the upcoming week? Now that can be really, loose. It can just be a general idea. It can be, a list that you have written down, or it can be a day-by-day plan that you either write down and stick on the fridge or in, your Google Calendar, or it can be on your app. There's lots of different ways that you can do it. But on the weekend, at some point, plan your meals for the next week and then do the grocery shopping. I think we all know that having a fridge and a pantry stocked full of healthy choices makes it so that we're so much more likely to be successful. Now, along with that meal plan, I find that meal prep is super valuable. Now, many of you have probably seen the pictures on Instagram or Pinterest where people have lined up a whole week's worth of healthy meals already prepped and packaged, and isn't that fabulous? Now, that might or might not be you, and that is okay. I will tell you, I have some great recipes for some meal prep if that is what you want to do. But you might want to take it that far, or you might not. Whether you want to do that or not, there are some really easy ways that you can meal prep. So some of that can be hard boiling eggs enough for the week. It could be cooking all the meat for your meals so that it's ready to go, like having the ground beef already prepared for whatever meals you're going to make during the rest of the week. For me, some things that have been super successful for me is making a huge pot of soup or chili, and I will have that for my lunches throughout the week. One of my very favorites and super popular on my website is my 0-point turkey and vegetable chili recipe. So I'll make sure that I include the link for that below. but that is really popular. It tastes so good. You wouldn't even know that it's 0 points. It's so delicious. And I vary that up by adding some avocado, or if you want to add a little bit of cheese on top. Since it's 0 points, you totally can do that. Even some crushed up tortilla chips, or the Good Thins corn ones, you can get, I think it's 43 for like 3 points. So those are a great food find. So a lot of options with that. It could be a vegetable soup. It could be a meal. I have a really, really good teriyaki chicken and vegetable sheet pan meal that you can make as a meal prep. Have that throughout the week. It could be a breakfast casserole or some muffins. So lots of different options of what you can do, but having at least some of your food pre-planned and prepared will help you so much. And as I mentioned, even pre-tracking that, go ahead and put those meals right into your tracker. So that's that much less that you have to worry about during your busy days. Another way that you can plan ahead is freezer cooking. Now, I have been freezer cooking my family's dinners, mostly dinners, sometimes breakfast or lunch, but dinners for years now, for years and years, because I'm a busy mom. I have 5 kids. Several of our kids have special needs, adopted from foster care. And so, you know, I'm busy. I'm working my business, and also I work as a social worker. So I got to be prepared for dinner. And freezer cooking is the way to go. And what freezer cooking is preparing a bunch of meals and sticking them in the freezer so they're ready. Now, I personally love my Instant Pot, and what I love about the Instant Pot is that you can cook things right from frozen. So I can take my frozen dinners, stick them in the Instant Pot, already frozen, just pop it in, and it's ready to go. And a resource that I absolutely love is a program called Once a Month Meals. Once a Month Meals. And they have everything prepared online. They have the recipes, the meal plans, the step-by-step instructions. They even have the directions that you can just print off and stick on the meals. And they have Weight Watchers friendly menus. And they have Instant Pot ones too. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll be sure to include the link to that. You can also find that on my website, theholymess.com. I've got lots of information about once a month meals, but I love it. Okay, so that is some helpful strategies for meal planning for Weight Watchers success, but I'll say it again, it's so important to plan ahead. Even if it goes a bit against your personality or what you've been doing in the past, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Also, be sure to check out my Weight Watchers Success Toolkit, where I have lots of this already pre-done for you. I have tons of meal plans that are part of that success kit, so it's already done, just ready to go. And I've already calculated all the points, I've got all the menus and the recipes listed to make it super easy. I'm Sarah with The Holy Mess, and this is for your Weight Watchers success. Thanks so much for watching.